Hello everyone, it's Roberto here from American Sourcing, and I want to show you guys how I actually check for loads. I get my loads from DAT or Central Dispatch if I'm taking loads for a car carrier, but mostly from DAT.com for dry vans, reefers, power only, things like that. If you're not familiar with DAT, I'll definitely recommend checking them out. It's one of those pages that have a lot of loads. I see loads there from Coyote, from JB Hunt, from Landstar, from all the big brokers. But anyways, back to the topic of the video, how I check for loads. So this is very straightforward. This is an Excel sheet I created in Google Drive. Why did I create it in Google Drive? Because well, I used to have dispatcher, so it was easy for me to put it on Google Drive, so everybody can have access to it, and everyone will come in here, input the numbers, and then find out if the load made sense or not. So let's talk business. Let's just say that you're in Florida and you want to get out of Florida. We're based in Miami, so I'm gonna try to do my little simple calculations here. I'm gonna give you guys a breakdown of what I have here. So I have load, driver, insurance, diesel, dispatch, profit. It's very straightforward. Over here I have a dollar per mile they're paying, and then on the bottom it's where I actually have to input a couple of things in there. Let's test it out. Let's just say that you get a load going. I'm gonna put a load that I saw the other day, and I laughed. I ended up taking the truck all the way empty to Georgia, but I want to show you why I do this. So the load was paying $600, and you had to go from Miami to Georgia, which you know. Let's do the math here together. Very simple. Miami, Florida, and let's just say Atlanta, Georgia. Alright, so we have 663 miles. Let's go back to the business. Okay, so they were paying $600, and I had to put here on their mileage 665. It was a 2 day, so we had to put 2 days here. It was actually a dry ban, so this driver gets paid 0.55. So right off the back, let's just do a little breakdown of how this works. So they were paying $600. The driver would have gotten paid $365.75 according to the rate, which is 0.55. The insurance for this load would have been $200. It's $100 per day because I paid $3,000 in insurance and my the parking of the truck. Basically, they are combined there. Diesel it's 626. And then I have no dispatch since I let them go because there's no money now to be made in trucking anymore. And then my profit, what would I've gotten out of my pocket? It's negative $591. Uh, and the dollar per mile is 90 cents. So I want to tell you exactly when coming out of Florida for me would make sense just based on dollar per mile. So I accept in this truck. It's this truck. I'm gonna tell you right now what's my even dollar per mile. I think it's 205. No, it's $1.90. So I usually go for $2.35 on how the market now it is. Before, fuck that, I would have gone for 270, 265. But let's just talk numbers here. If I put 1,500, it's $2.26. So this would have been a nice load if they would have been paying from Florida. Again, this is all about this. This is just we're imagining, right? We're doing numbers that do not correlate with what is happening in Florida. I don't want to see a bunch of comments saying that I'm crazy, that they have never seen loads paying that much going to Georgia. I do get that. I'm just showing you how I process, how I calculate if I'm gonna take the load or not. So don't don't blow me up in the comments saying that it's crazy. I've never seen that dollar per mile from Florida. I get you, beautiful, but I'm just showing how it's supposed to be if we were actually in a regular market and not sucky ass Florida. So that same load coming from Miami all the way down to Atlanta, Georgia, to me, to make sense, they have to pay me 1,750. Why? Because in 2 days I'm going to make $558. Last year my goal was to make $500 a day. Not anymore. I'm past that point. I'm shitty ass point right now. So I would have taken this load right off the back. It's paying $2.63, and I just said that my break-even point is $1.90. The driver is gonna get 365, which is gonna hate because oh my god, I spent 2 days and I only made $365 because of course you're doing a little short trip, which it's something else that it's coming up a lot. All these, I go to Craigslist and I see a bunch of people posting, I'm gonna pay you 75 cents a mile. That's bullshit. What they're gonna do, they're gonna send you out on a long trip, and then after that, you're gonna be doing short trips for the rest of your 21 to 25 days. I've been there. It's been there, done that. It is what it is. The market is bad, so that's what we gotta do to survive. They're gonna lower your mileage to make more money, to make more profit, because usually, if the loads are short loads or short freight, you should have to pay you more because it's less mileage, so it's better for the company itself. But anyways, let's do another example. I'm gonna do 1,300, and usually this one gives us 5 to 6 days, and this is gonna be a reefer load. So let's do business here. So usually, right now, from the top of my head, I think we got paid $4,000 on the last load that I took from Johnstown, New York. Okay, so let's talk business here. So I'm putting 5 days because it was a 4 stop trip. So we had to do a stop in New Jersey or New York, I don't remember, then all the way down to North Carolina and then to Kissimmee, Florida, something like that. Don't kill me on the details. I'm not trying to make this video complicated, but this is exactly how it goes. These are the loads that I'm doing, and I love New York for the simple fact that they're paying me more than $3 a mile on a reefer unit. And again, don't blow me on the comments saying that, oh my god, that's a shitty rate. Baby, on the market that we're living right now, $3.88 or $3.05, it's amazing. I'm hitting every single heaven door that I'm feeling. Okay, let's go back to business. Let's stop talking shenanigans. So it says here that mileage 1,300, driver salary 0.65 per mile, insurance days 5, layover 0. I'm no longer paying layover or detention. I don't pay nothing unless the broker pays for it. That's how the market is right now. I cannot help myself, so it is what it is. Let's see, driver is gonna get paid $845. The insurance is gonna be 500 because it's 5 days. Diesel, I have it set at $5.65. We actually put diesel at $5.71 in New York. So technically, this is off. In fact, let's change it. Let's go ahead and put. There you go. So now we're actually talking with the actual numbers. So diesel price 1,235. Sometimes go over that. This is just a calculation. We're not talking about idle trucks. Like out of my 5 trucks, only one has a AP unit. So mind you, this is just a rough estimate of how much money I'm gonna make. I don't have here something called tolls, breakdowns. Like I'm literally just looking at the numbers saying, okay, how much money, if nothing happens from point A to point B, how much money I'm gonna make? And it's supposed to be 1,420. Again, I keep saying this. I'm not talking about how much I have to pay for my truck, how much I have to pay a monthly payment, none of that. It's just literally how much does this load make sense. Last year, I would have never ever taking this load. Last year, let's see, they would have had to pay me at least $5,000 for me to take this load because I was hitting $4, sometimes even $5, even $6 per mile. And you know how I felt. Let me show you. Let me show you how. Let me show you. Look at this. I'm gonna show you this madness. We had loads last year that they were paying $5.77 around that area, and we will make in a week on that load almost $5,000. And the gas price was cheaper, so we were keeping even more money. So I just want to make sure that everybody knows. But yeah, this is how I actually check for my loads. Straightforward. Just input the money. Input the information, and bam, right there and then lets me know. Straightforward how much, if nothing happens on the road, how much I'm gonna make as a company.